Well, it's fantastic that as close family we've had this 2-day opportunity to celebrate the marriage of Lydia and Yinka. And it's my privilege to say a few words about the happy couple. What a stunning pair they make! Lyd, you look wonderful, as always. You have a unique beauty and style that makes you stand out in the crowd. Yinka also has his own kind of brand of handsome going on, and you complement each other completely. It's a huge pleasure for Mel and I to officially welcome Yinka as our son-in-law after 7 years of courtship. Your choice of such memorable wedding venues underlines your individuality and good taste too. So, what's not to like, folks? I'd like to compliment Lydia's bridesmaid and sister Gabby on how lovely she looks, and thank you for playing your part in this most special day. Now for some tales of Lydia growing up and becoming the blushing bride you see before you. Mum and I named her after an exceptional businesswoman in the Bible who opened her heart and home to the message of Jesus. Lydia was skilled, intelligent, receptive and assertive to compete in business in a male-dominated environment. She was faithful, generous and hospitable. This strikes me as very much like the woman we all recognise that our Lydia has become. As a young child, Lydia was well known for her giggles and quirky sense of humour, possibly still is, but also for her sense of fairness. Whether it was sharing sweets or taking turns in a game, her line was always, "One for me, one for Gabrielle." She was also fastidious about the truth, such as about Father Christmas. I can't go into detail now for obvious reasons, but suffice to say that following Gabby spilling the beans a little earlier than Mel and I expected, I received Lydia's customary challenge regarding my honesty and integrity. Very lucky because you know it's true. Lydia's experiences with bicycles as she was growing up come to mind. I recollect the first summer when we moved to Bushby with Lydia aged 4 and Gabby aged 6. We were living on the cul-de-sac for the first time, so it seemed a great opportunity for the girls to learn how to ride their bikes. With Gabby being 2 years older, we took the stabilisers off her bike first and gave her plenty of support and encouragement to help her ride independently over a period of time. As was usually the case, Lydia saw what Gabby could do and wanted to do the same. So we took the stabilisers off her bike too. Lydia just got on and immediately rode off. However, she did come a cropper aged 8 on the day we were about to travel to the Disneyland Resort in Paris for our summer holiday. Whilst waiting for us to set off, Lydia asked if she could ride her bike up and down our road. I said yes, provided she was careful, as we didn't want any accidents before we set off. Typical of Lydia, she went riding with no socks on and managed to skin her ankle on the curb, almost to the bone. Worried she'd be in trouble after what I'd said, she decided not to tell us. As we journeyed on Eurostar, she owned up as her ankle began to swell to almost twice its normal size. Suffice to say, we spent our first evening at A&E in a Paris hospital rather than watching the Disney parade and fireworks display. Once bandaged and dispatched with antibiotics, we then had to hire a pushchair to get her around the resort. Never a fan of walking far, I reckon this made her holiday. Despite her pain and discomfort, to be wheeled around at her ease. Lydia got to know Yinka when they were both teens travelling by bus to Beecham College. Initially, we began to hear about this boy who was a friend, and quite soon heard him for ourselves as Yinks became a frequent visitor to our home. His presence was always noticeable and memorable. Riotous laughter was the norm, with Mel and I particularly appreciative of the fact that he always seemed to make Lyd smile, through her sad times and glad times. Continually respectful and exuberant, Inca captivated Lydia's attention and heart from early on, and it's been marvellous to see that relationship grow and deepen and lead you to the decision that you've made to make your vows and commit yourselves to sharing a married life together. Inca, I know you will continue to love, care for and protect Lydia in the years to come, and I've no doubt that you'll be very fulfilled and happy in your life together, for which Mel and I are grateful. Thank you, buddy. Inca's many qualities. He was hopeful, wasn't he? Two of Inca's many qualities I really like are his passion for sports and his sense of adventure. Whether it's making rugby tackles or tackling decorating, he approaches it with the same confidence and self-belief which gets results. Your tenacity and Lydia's creativity convinces me that your life together will never be dull, but always action-packed and vibrant. Now, it's traditional for the father of a bride to offer some advice on marriage, but with 6 parents committed to your well-being, I doubt you'll ever be short of guidance. Instead, I'd like to comment on the choice of reception venue. When Lydia told me that she and Inca had chosen the olive branch, it really got me thinking. The phrase originates from the story of Noah in Genesis 8, in which a dove returns with an olive branch after the flood, taken as a symbol of peace after God's punishment of mankind. My observation about Lydia and Inca is they resemble an olive branch in the way they draw people together and put them at their ease. My hope and prayer for you both is that you'll be at peace with yourselves and one another, and also with God, and bring that peace, goodwill and reconciliation into all our lives. So let's toast Lydia and Inca as they embark upon their greatest adventure yet. To the bride and groom. To the bride and groom. Sorry, that
Nervous? As you can tell, I'm very nervous. I'm not going to stand because it makes life a lot easier. And
talk loud, you can't hear. Sorry.
Well, often I get told not to talk loud. So this is my time to shine, right? So, looking at speeches, mine's going to be completely different. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but here we go. So, thank you, Ralph, for a lovely speech, and thank you all for this day. You've made it so special. I'd like to toast to those that couldn't make it, both near and far, for you're in our hearts right now. So just a toast to everyone that could not make it. So, for those who know me, my English skills are poor. So, if this speech doesn't make sense, please show me the door. Lydia and I have been together for 7 years. We've been through it all and have overcome all of our fears. We first met on the 296 bus, where love came to us. You sat next to me, I felt calm and free. You fell off the seat as we went through Stoughton. I was so very pleased you did not live in Houghton. Yes, good, don't worry. We have a wonderful family, 20 strong in this room. So I'd like to thank you all for making me one happy groom. For I'm yours, Lydia, and you are mine. So in no particular order, this is something I want to say. So, Angie, you are an angel in the light. You are married to Richard. What a real delight. You are He is a man who is a true anecdote for life. The fact that you sit here brings heartfelt emotions to me and my wife. Now, you're not sat here, but you are there, sat somewhere, hopefully. So, Zari, my little niece, there you are. Our new baby shark. My favourite memory is pushing you on the swings in a park. Oh, it gets better. Sunday, my brother, eldest and supposedly the best. You're an amazing dad. You're always well dressed. This last year has been pretty hard, but I love you and that will never be marred. Marion, you're always so gentle and kind. I wish I knew Graham to talk about sports and generally unwind. Daphne England, you are my very posh kid. But I know deep down I have that within. You are both food and wine connoisseurs. Alright, okay. Yet when I try to buy red wine, I feel like an amateur. Today, Femi, I'll hope you agree that our dad is pretty cool. So much so, he set up his own school. He plays trumpet in this band and has played bass in that. He can sing pretty well. I guess that part skipped me, because I just sound like a prat. Me, you're more than just a stepmom, you're a guardian of guidance. A master of Scrabble, you leave everyone silenced. You've forever been loving and caring to Tunde, Femi and I. A task not easy, one that's probably made you cry. Gabby, you are Lydia's true friend. Your roasties are the best. I won't even pretend. You're an intelligent woman with a perfectionist eye. Trying to make this rhyme is making me tongue-tied. Josh, my man, you're a legend on the dance floor. I couldn't ask for more from my sort of new brother-in-law. Rosie, some say you're the best in Banana FC. Your smile and laugh are like a lovely cup of tea. Femi, you've conquered Bristol and made it your own. But please can you cure your I won't reply to any messages syndrome? All of this rhyming is far too cheesy. Femi, please teach me how to keep it sleazy. Cora, I'm glad to have you as my sister. You always had my back, and I really do miss you. Rob, you're a saint, a true friend to my mum. You've dealt with us three boys, which could not have been fun. Mum, my dear, do not fear, for my time has come. Mother knows best will always be my rule of thumb. You've set me up in life, it's my time to shine. You'll always be welcome over for a glass of wine. Ralph, I thank you for always believing in me. You are kind and gentle, what I aspire to be. I value your wise words, along may I laugh at your quick-witted jokes. Mel, I thank you for your continued support. I ask you always to let me know if I ever fall short. For loving your daughter is all I want to do. Like a panda when choosing their favourite bamboo. Now that the rhyming is done, I can turn my attention to Lydia. Lydia, my sweet, how I've waited to say this out loud. So, now what some of you might not know, and some do, Lydia has a side to her that doesn't often come out, only to the ones closest. So she isn't just a pretty face, my Lydia. She can be mean, she can be demanding, and sometimes she can be pretty effing rude. But I love you, for I'm yours, you are mine. But, Lydia, Do you have a side that is rare among the many? Sorry, go back to the green bit, yeah. Lydia is the most caring and thoughtful person I know. She puts herself before others no matter what the situation. She's intelligent and creative, and like Gabby, has a perfectionist eye. A few examples to give this. Okay. Yeah. So, if you didn't know, Lydia got best in the class 2017, graduating with a first and a 92% overall average, which some say could be pretty good. I say it's bloody amazing. She landed a job in a multi-million-pound business. She had 2 big cheeses in her first year of work, which means she was best not only in her company, but in the company as a whole throughout the whole country. There's 3 places, so she was got the best out of 3 companies in the whole country, twice in the first year of work. It's pretty impressive. And our latest show of excellence is our house. Now, I must take some credit for that. I do most of the work, but Lydia, you are a creative queen. Okay? You will go far with your gifts from God. These will take you places that you've never thought possible. Now it's time to make you cringe, okay? So I love the way you make me smile. I love the way you hold my finger when I'm driving. I love that I'm never bored around you. I love that you can take the pain away with a single touch. I secretly love that I can never really be angry at you. And I also secretly love the puppy face you brought when you want me to do something for you. I.e. a glass of milk, a cup of tea in the morning, getting you a coat. I secretly love it. I love your freckles and smile. I love you, if this is right, just let me know. Petit pois. Yeah? Right. Little P for people that didn't know French. So I'm yours and you are mine. And that's the end of my speech. Yeah. So you to know thing? Go Femi?
No, it's like as you're the eldest son.
Eldest.
Yeah, sounds beautiful. It's really lovely. So, I've kind of done a list of different things that I thought I could talk about. Different things that I thought I could talk about when you sort of go through Yinka's life and then to where we are now. So, one thing that's not been touched on is primary school, which for myself was kind of pretty easy, coasted through, you know, got on with stuff. Femi was a little bit adventurous in the way that he sort of went about his schooling. And then came Yinka, who didn't quite get on with primary school. You've wet your clothes. We'll dry them in a minute, shall we? Where should we dry them? In the sun. Yeah, well, there's loads of sun today. Yinka found primary school really, really difficult. Obviously, around the time that sort of happened in our family, but Yinka found it quite difficult, and he moved to another primary school. And I think that basis of Yinka's life, I'm not going to go into any stories about that, but that basis, that start to Yinka's life has brought him to where he is today. Which is really sort of special person. Then he went to Round Mill, followed myself and Femi to the famous Round Mill. Fantastic place, fantastic school. And then something clicked in Yinka, something changed. No longer was he mum and dad getting the phone calls of he's done this or he's done that. No longer was he on special behaviour, monitoring and charts and those sorts of things. And things were settling down, weren't they? After that, we went to Beach Hill, which is obviously where he met Lydia. I wasn't really around for this part of Yinka's sort of life as I'd gone to university, but it was quite interesting because Femi and I both spent our times at school, we both had girlfriends and those sorts of things, and then here was our tiny little brother, the one that used to follow us around, the one that wouldn't leave us alone when we were with our friends, the one that used to cry and pull at our clothes and say, "Hey, come in, play,
The one whose controller was never plugged in. And here he goes. He's grown up. He'd become a teenage lad, I suppose, a teenage boy, and then he met a girl. And obviously, being the supportive and caring and nurturing older brothers that we were, we ripped his density for it, because now we had something to wind him up about. Here's a girl. What was her name? What does she do? What does she look like? Is she in your class? Have you kissed her yet? All of those sorts of questions. So which, you can found really easy to answer. What do you want to say?
Just say, you know what?
It's a nice part.
Shall I start? Well, that was great. I'm a little bit nervous now. As is my usual style, I made sure that I prepared this. It was a great time. It was about 10 minutes in the car on the way here, so that's forgive me. But thank you everyone for being here, obviously, and thank you both for inviting me and all these people. Safe to say it hasn't been the most straightforward path towards a wedding. I did wonder for a while if I was actually going to get an invite. But anyway, 2 weddings later, and it fills me with joy. Hold on, just skip ahead. Sorry. 2 weddings later, and it fills me with joy to say that both days have been absolutely incredible and beautiful. We can all see that the love that you share for each other is the kind that will keep you both for many moons to come. As with all great partnerships, Lydia has allowed Yinka to become the best version of himself, and he her. I'm not saying there isn't room for improvement. Life's a journey. Come on, life's a journey, and you're about to embark on the most craziest, most stressful, and most beautiful part of it. So good luck with that. As the youngest child, Yinka has always tried to be as cool as his older brothers. Who can blame him? He's tried to use more colourful language than us, to no reference earlier. He's tried to be more mature than us. And he has a long way to go ahead on... Oh, sorry, I skipped one out. He's tried to be as cool as his older brothers. He's tried to use more colourful language than us, and he's tried to be more mature than us. There's a long way to go on the first, but it's safe to say he had the second one nailed at 7 years old. And as for the third, on paper at least, he is now ahead of the pack. But anyway, I and everyone here loves you both dearly. I'm sure I can speak for everyone in that we will do whatever we can to help you in your new lives together. However, this is your life, and to live the way that you want. So don't let anything hold you back. You deserve it. Cheers.
What happens now?
That's right. I'm not making a speech.
Anyone else? I would say we go to the bar and get a dance on, but we still got time to chill. Yeah, just have a chill.
Cheers to Richard and Andy.
Oh, that's a lovely speech. That's
What? What do you mean sneaky?
You need to stop doing that to my family. You've got chocolate all over me.
Yours is like...
No, just stick to it. If you do stick to it, don't.
Not as long as you think. That's why I thought it was a...
That's for the back bit of the time. I put it in.
It's more the rhyming bit that was the hardest. Honestly, they was like, oh, why have you got this like rhyming thing on your internet browser? I was like, oh,
I opened this laptop and it was like, oh, I'm so trespass.
Oh, it's even harder though, isn't it? You know, You've only got so many things that you can actually do.
Yeah, no.
So it's not like you're creating a whole new.
No, yeah, no.
So I just thought.
Your one was hard because of the perfectionist eye, not much random eye that was like, I could go on.
What did you write?
But you have a perfectionist eye.
It's definitely been a day of moving progress.
I changed your letters out. There was that. Yeah, I know, honestly.
Actually, what you need to do is you go on
No, I can chill.
That's right. What time you picked up?
7 o'clock. Another mouse. Ages.
What do you think? You like it? That's cool. I'm not going to pull it.
The thing is, though, when you jump at the airport, you'll be flustered. Well, I'll be flustered.
You need to get comfortable. Everything is always finished.
Start dancing.
What, here? I don't think anyone's looking at afterwards. So it's chill. Oh,
You
yeah.
don't need to read it though.
You've got to cut it. What's the reason? You've got to cut it, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, we'll cut it. We don't have to do it.
I thought you was vegan.
Sorry, there's a
No, actually,
I saw her.
Do you want me to bring it through? It looks stunning. So
Oh, maybe with the cake, as in that mean that. So, she took some with the cake.
what I'll do is I'll place them for you.
What?
Take like
Sound like that.
You're not calling Zachary. I've got Zachary's phone number.
Oh, we did it here.
Well, that's one of them down to it.
Should we go over there?
Who's there?
Yeah, tell what, people might want to go there, stretch them out a bit.
Yeah, I'm doing
We're doing it,
Yeah.
She's ringing Zachary. She's on the phone to Zachary. Yeah.
What's that? Oh, that's new. This is the bad one.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, it needs to have that.
I'll be going round.
Oh, yeah. This one. Tell me,
back in my car.
be upgraded on honeymoon.
Oh yeah, no, save that for later. Save that. You know, that all starts.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Welcome to start in the front. You're having the cake
Yeah,
wrap.
let's go to Mexico then. But 2 weeks off. Should we give that to this one? And,
I've got it, Chloe.
Yeah.
so that's you three's cake.
Big, so you.
No, I'm just there figs. I'm having the other one. The
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
It's autumn.
Autumn, isn't it?
salad garlic clove. She's on the phone. She's calling Zach.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
We got that.
Sorry.
We got that.
I'll get
You got to get one though.
Really want to buy that apple?
You got to,
Yeah, sorry.
you've got to get some plates and that. You've got to get some nice,